Hello, interwebs, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. My name is SkiniMini.
And I'm Pharaoh.
Last episode, we pretty much came up with a new theory that there was a phony up in Tribulations. And Mr. Armstrong is about to tell us if that's true or not. So he gonna spill the beans, so to speak.
Ew. Don't ever say that with him.
Oh my gosh. This is going to be a regretful episode, I can already tell. Alright, let's do this. In the restaurant. Oh. In the restaurant.
La victim, Monsieur Alec, he came to my restaurant alone. I remember the old man arrived not long after him. There were no other customers. When he got word he won the lottery, Mon Alec became very excited. It was approximately 5 minutes later that the poisoning incident occurred. No, there was no time for a phony doodler acting.
That's vague as fudge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just so we're... Oh, I decided to do the judge because for Pharaoh's voice, he's doing like 3 characters already, so I kind of helped lighten the load. So
Yay,
sorry if you don't like my judge voice.
Oh, I'm sure they don't mind.
I bet you're happy.
Well.
What, you're not happy?
What? I didn't say that.
Do you want to be the judge?
No, I can't. My voice is going bad.
Oh, okay. Just so we're clear, there was no mirror in the restaurant after all.
Je vous demande pardon. Forgive me, Your Honor. I lied when I wanted this mess to be cleared up quickly.
What you have done is commit perjury, Mr. Armstrong. I will decide how to punish you later.
Oui.
Nope. Censor.
Censor?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Censor my brain from saying something.
Wee-wee?
No.
Oh. Oh! Ew! Skinny!
What?
You're talking about the punishment part?
Yes!
Ugh.
That's why I said censor.
Well...
See, I told you this episode's gonna get bad. Alright, for now we will hear your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
He took that perjury charge a bit too well. But I'm guessing he'll be in more serious trouble after this cross-examination.
Oh, dang. Alright, in the restaurant. Okay, the cross-examination. Did you see anything that kind of stuck out, Pharaoh?
Maybe the time?
Yeah, because he never really said anything. He just was kind of vague about it. He said, I remember the old man arrived not long after him. Why can't you give us a time, dog? Can we press on that?
By old man, you mean Victor Kudo, correct?
Oui, he comes often for my special coffee.
I drank your coffee once, Mr. Armstrong. It's special, I'll give you that. It's worth a sip just for the experience.
Oh, you make me so happy, monsieur. You're most welcome anytime.
I said it was worth one sip and nothing more. So, old Mr. Kudo arrived at the restaurant around the same time as the victim. Maybe I should ask about his arrival in more detail.
Yeah, let's find out, not how many minutes after. Let's ask what time did he walk in.
Out of curiosity, about what time was it that Mr. Kudo arrived?
Oh no, I cannot remember, monsieur.
I believe we were told by a witness yesterday.
Let's see, 2:25. A scary old man.
Does that perhaps jog your memory, witness?
The incident happened about 20 minutes after he arrived. So the victim must have arrived between 2 p.m. and 2:10 p.m., no?
Just after 2, huh?
Hold up.
What?
Wait a minute. Let's put some evidence in it. Oh, yes!
Wow.
That is... Woo!
That's what it was?
that's what I was thinking. Okay, go ahead, sorry.
Thank you for your help in jogging my memory, monsieur. You are wonderful.
I can't sit here all day, all the time and do nothing now, can I? The time of day will be added to the witness's testimony.
Oui, monsieur judge. Everything I do it for you.
Merci bien. That is French, isn't it? Ha ha ha.
I'm glad at least one person is in a good mood.
He's even humming a song to himself. I'm sorry, it's just okay. I wanna present because it's like, wait a minute. If you go to our evidence from the lottery ticket or the millionaire thing, what? Hold on, I got
Flyer.
Yes, thank you. Experience the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life every Monday at 1:30 p.m. So if he actually won the lottery, why did it happen at 2? That's a little shifty. So you want to present that at that new jeez. I remember not long arrived 2 p.m. You want to present that there. Jeez.
I'm afraid I finally got you, Mr. Armstrong.
Got you, Miss Hart.
I'm not even gonna repeat all this.
Quoi? What do you mean?
At the time in question, the victim was listening to the radio with his earpiece. The show he was listening to was Millionaire Radio. Each week, they announced the winning numbers of a $500,000 lottery ticket.
Oui, that must be the show Monsieur Elg was listening to.
I can't see any problem with this testimony, Mr. Wright.
I wonder. You say the victim arrived at a restaurant after 2 p.m., correct?
Oui, I'm sure of it. I remember it perfectly now. I know it was that time because I just had finished serving the lunch menu.
Yeah, get to the point, Trite, if you have one. That show is broadcast live at 1:30 p.m., and it claims to be the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life.
It's on the air at 1:30?
Now, supposedly, the victim made some noise when it was announced that he had won. And yet, I don't believe his cry of joy could have occurred after 2 p.m. Because the show had already finished more than 30 minutes earlier by that point in time.
No!
This victim we've been told about has done nothing but the impossible. Listening to a radio with a ruptured eardrum, catching a show that was already over, there's only one conclusion you can draw from these facts. This victim was an imposter, acting out the poisoning 30 minutes after a real murder.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, there were 2 Glen Elgs in Tribulations that day. The real Glen Elg, now dead, having been poisoned by the real killer, and the phony Glen Elg acting out the events for Mr. Kudo to witness. I gotta remember, it's not me now.
It certainly seems that way. I mean, if that wasn't the case, how could you explain the time discrepancy?
Quite a performance, Trite. You're almost on a roll. Huh? But sadly, you lack the rock hard foundation rhythm to build your song. What is this, Music Theory 101? Let's recap. According to your imaginative theory, it's now just after 2 p.m. The phony Elg is performing a play for the benefit of Mr. Kudo. How do you explain that where the real Glen Elg is? I don't believe I have to spell this out for the court. However, at that time the real Glen Elg was already dead.
That's certainly the obvious conclusion.
Thank you, Trite. That's exactly what I was hoping you would say. But what? Now, I presume you can prove this theory of yours? Can you explain where the missing corpse went to?
Well, the missing corpse?
According to the old man's testimony, there's only one other customer there. If that customer was a phony Glen Elg, then where did the killer hide the body of the real victim? No!
Oh my god. The prosecution has a valid point, Mr. Wright. If your theory is to stand up to examination by the court, you must provide us with proof by answering the prosecution's question. Where did the killer hide the body?
Yes, Your Honor. No conjecture, Trite. Let's hear some facts for once. Show the court a piece of evidence that proves where the body was hidden. Evidence?
What's with the intense pressure in here all of a sudden?
I thought I had him with that contradiction. But he's turned it all around back to me into a corner instead.
Well, Mr. Wright, the court will now hear the defense's theory and evidence. First, where was the body of the Mr. Real Glen Egg concealed? Well, it actually has to be inside Tribulations. I mean, you can't take it outside, otherwise people would have found out. So it had to be inside.
It would have been too dangerous to take his body outside. Obviously, the body must have been hidden somewhere inside Tribulations.
Interesting. But where could a body have been hidden inside a restaurant? Perhaps you would care to show the court these plans, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. The exact location where the body was concealed inside Tribulations is...
Actually, it was in La Kitchen.
Ah!
Because, I mean, look at all this space. Look at this space, man. Look at this space.
You can fit like at least 5 corpses in there.
And you want to present that mug. Or kitchen.
The body was hidden here.
I see.
Nice supposition. What?
Supposition.
Supposition. Word. But the real question is, can you back it up? Where's the evidence that proves the body was hidden in that location?
Well, actually, it was that small bottle we found in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah. How did his medication get there?
Exactly. It's a thing to do with together.
Let's present that nail polish.
Present that nail polish. Well, not nail polish. It's a bottle.
Yeah. Mr. Armstrong, do you recognize this bottle?
No. I've never seen such ugly bottle in my life. I only use the very best bottles, monsieur. The eye is quality only for me.
Where was that bottle found, Mr. Wright?
Interestingly enough, Your Honor, it was found in the kitchen of Tribulations.
Eh? Quoi? But I only use these bottles for my aromatherapy oils.
But this bottle doesn't contain aromatherapy oil, Mr. Armstrong. No, it contains a medication.
What kind of medication?
I'm sure everyone remembers, don't they? That Mr. Elk visited a clinic and was given medication that day. I'm not even gonna bother trying to say it. An ear clinic, that's all you gotta know.
There you go.
You can't be serious. The defense had the contents of the bottle analyzed, and I have the lab results right here. The contents of the bottle match the prescription that was given to Mr. Elg. Brrr! Glenn Elg's murderer hid the body in the restaurant kitchen, at which time this bottle fell out of the victim's pocket. Mr. Armstrong, when the incident occurred, didn't you say you were in the kitchen?
Mon Dieu!
Yes, you know what I'm about to say. It was you who hid the victim's body.
Oh.
You did a fine job pretending to defend my client, Mackie Bird. However, you were setting her up to take the fall behind the poor girl's back.
No!
Oh, order! This is an extraordinary development. Witness, did you murder Mr. Glenn Elg?
Never! I could never do such an horrible thing.
No! God.
Mr. Godot!
The bitterness. Every time I get light coffee, that's one of my rules. Did you have the slightest idea how many cups you've had by now? Then I like to do the same to the person who lied to me. I like to take them down with my empty cup. Listen up, chef. How about a brand new flavor in your ear? My age-deficit friend?
J'écoute mon pardon. Please, you must hear me out. It is a trap. Listen to me. Por favor.
Oh, Spanish? Yo hablo español, Mr. Armstrong, and por favor is Spanish. I am very fluent in it.
I'm now imagining a game where it all takes place in, like, a Spanish-speaking country and the judge is there.
Oh my god.
Oh god. I'm only going to ask you once. Did you do it?
No, absolutely no.
Let's hear it. You've got one shot. Right, Gramps?
Witness, the court will permit you the chance to make one final statement. If you lie under oath again, Mr. Godot's coffee mug awaits you. As does my gavel.
Oui, it is clear.
What do they always say in movies? I got a bad feeling about this.
And in video games, too.
Aha.
Very well, begin your final testimony, Mr. Armstrong. You ready?
At least it's this final one. Yeah, let's just get it over with.
The confession. These are my confession. Just when I thought it was all I could say, he called me up and said, "Hold up, he got evidence." Okay, sorry.
Okay, Usher.
It is true. I hid the body in the kitchen. A man forced me to do it. I had no choice. I had to go along with it because there was a reason why I could not refuse. But I did not kill him. I swear it. You must believe me.
You were forced? By whom?
I cannot say. Or I will be erased.
Well, let's try a different question then. When Mr. Elk died, was he really the only person at his table?
There was...
Huh?
There was another man.
I knew it!
Mackie was telling the truth. You may cross-examine the witness now, Mr. Wright.
There's just one more thing I need to do. I gotta break this guy, and I get him to tell us the name of the real killer.
Oh, that shouldn't be hard to do.
Okay.
I don't know why that was funny. I didn't think it was funny.
I was thinking of something else.
Okay. Alright, so we pretty much gathered from the evidence of... If you go to statement 2, he says, "A man forced me to do it. I had no choice." So, we can pretty much say who it was. So you can either present El Tigre at this statement, or Fiorio Tigre at this statement, or the loan contract on the third statement. So let's just go ahead and present Fiorio Tigre, because he is a dangerous man. Present that mug.
Let's end this dance ring around Rosie, Mr. Armstrong. This is the man you've been referring to.
Ah!
I'm sorry. Who is that? I feel like I've seen him somewhere before. He could use a tan.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a month ago in this very courtroom? This man is Furio Tigre. He's the manager of a loan office called Tender Lender. There's no point trying to hide the truth anymore, Mr. Armstrong. I know you couldn't go against Mr. Tigre. At least not while he has this on you.
And you wanna present Jean's loan contract, because it's from Tender Lender, so present that.
A $500,000 loan from a black market loan shark. And you had no way of paying it back, did you? That's why you were forced to do anything this man told you.
Oui, It is as you say.
Mr. Armstrong!
Le Tigre. He told me he was going to use my restaurant for a business rendezvous. On the day in question, he was meeting La Victim to the man's leap, what? Oh, wait, let me read that again. Okay, it's just all this stupid apostrophes and E's. It's like, On the day in question, he was meeting La Victim demands that he repay his loan. Jeez. That's what it is. I don't know why it happened like that. I just did what he told me to do. I had no choice. I carried la body la inconstant Maggie out of the dining area and into the kitchen. After that, I just tried to forget what I had seen.
I think we can now safely say that the man who forced her hand was Mr. Furio Tigre.
I do have one further question for you, Mr. Armstrong. The poison and the lottery ticket were recovered from the defendant's apron pocket. Was that your doing as well?
No, I know nothing about that. Making it look like it was Maggie who had done it. I was not. It is despicable.
Mr. Godot! You will summon this Furio Tigre as a witness. I doubt that can be arranged today, so I will adjourn for now. Proceedings will continue tomorrow.
"30 minutes.
What?
The trial will go on. I'll see to it myself. I need half an hour to get that guy on the stand. Not a minute more. How the... Don't sit back and relax yet, trite. No one knows if that chef is really telling the truth or not. This trial could still go either way.
Very well. Your request is granted, Mr. Godot. We will resume once Mr. Tigre is ready to take the stand. Until then, court is adjourned for a 30-minute recess. To be continued. What? Seriously? It's a to be continued part?
I guess so.
Okay. Alright, guys. Well, I guess that'll do it for this episode.
Yay!
Yay! It is time to finally put this case to rest in the next coming episodes. So, thank you so very much for watching, and if no one's told you that they love you today, I do.
I think I'm just happy I don't have to talk for that guy right now.
Yeah, next you get the other guy. Then, hey, the New Yorker, you know.
Oh, damn it all. I can't get a break.
Nope. No, you can't. See you later, guys!